welcome back to my channel. Switching it up just a little bit location wise. We are at Synergy Plastic Surgery in Austin, and I'm here with my aesthetic nurse, Alicia Long.
Hey guys.
We're back to give you guys a myth buster on some skincare tips or tricks that we may have heard over the years that may or may not be true or good for our skin. So we're just gonna jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one I have is the higher the SPF, the more protection.
Okay, this is a good one. Okay, myth. That sounds like it would be true. However, really, when you get to about 30, that's all the protection you really need, because the difference between 30 and 100 is about 0.01 additional protection. So even though you're like, oh, I got 100 protection, I am getting the best sunscreen I could possibly have, that's not really accurate. The main things that you want to look at with your sunscreen is if it's at 30 or higher on the SPF on the front. And all the SPF indicates on the front is that you have that UVB protection against the burning rays.
Right.
But we have to know there's UVA and there's infrared. We touched a little bit on that on the last video. But really the ingredients in the back for the sunscreen is the most important. Is the titanium and zinc oxide, which really helps protect against all of those rays. And now the medical grade sunscreens really do protect against infrared. Infrared is a new buzzword in the aesthetic industry because it causes heat in the skin, and the heat breaks down the DNA, causes aging, and also if you have suffer from something called melasma, which is that brown pregnancy mask, that's actually, the heat is gonna make that worse. Even if you're not in the sun, that heat from the infrared that gets through your windows of your car and things like that is going to make that condition worse. So
I'm not pregnant, but I feel that all the time.
I mean, even if you're on birth control, those hormones released in there can also produce this pigment because it's a hormonal based pigment. And a lot of women suffer from it and don't even know they have it, but these great sunscreens that are out, like the Elta MD1 that I talked about before, has all these different protections. So you know, even if that's the only thing you wear every single day, you're doing a benefit to your skin.
Now I know I gotta close my sunroof shade because I definitely feel that heat from the sun coming through the windows.
Yeah, now the remote start cars are really great because you can start your car and get the air circulating before, you know, you walk in, and like hot yoga, those kind of things. If you do have melasma, you want to try to avoid, just because that heat does make it worse.
We're gonna have to talk about this off camera. Can I get tested for that, or?
I can tell you right now, you doesn't look like you have melasma, but I would want to see you without all your makeup on.
Okay.
Not that she's wearing very much.
I kicked it on today. She's lying.
She looked good. But we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So another SPF question. Dark skin doesn't need SPF. I've heard this over the years, and I already know the answer, but I want y'all to know the answer.
I think that's a really good question to ask, because most people think, you know, if you're dark skinned, you really don't need any sunscreen, but it is definitely a myth.
Protect that skin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, absolutely. There are sunscreens out there for men and women. A lot of the tinted, the women like, but there's ones without tint that are really great for men as well. It's something that needs to be part of your everyday routine, even if you work at home inside, because of that exposure.
That I didn't know. That's interesting.
I mean, in dark skin, even though you are less prone maybe to burning, your skin still produces melanin, it still gets DNA damage. You might not see it on your skin as well. Somebody with like a lower Fitzpatrick scale, which is, you know, 1 to 5, or some do 1 to 6, which is the darkest skin is a 6. You might not show the signs of burning, but you can still get melanoma.
Okay.
A lot of cases show 1/3 of people with melanoma are African American skin. So we definitely want to protect.
Yeah.
No matter what.
See?
Very important.
Black people get skin cancer too. Third myth or fact. We should clean our skin till it's squeaky clean. So I actually do this. It's like today I'm wearing makeup. I will wash my face or wipe my face and then wash it again and then wash it again to make sure I got all the makeup off.
Okay, so I'm gonna write my answer to the very first part of that question, but there's some things I can talk about that you're doing right. Okay, but the first part that you want to wash your face till it's squeaky clean is a myth. So even though that sounds really great and we want to get our skin really clean, when you strip your skins of the lipid barrier and the essential oils in the skin, it can leave it dehydrated, more prone to aging, more damage in the skin, and you actually are not going to allow the expensive serums that you buy to penetrate into the skin, because the skin is trying to compensate for that stripping that you've done. And then you can also be prone to breakouts from doing that, because your body is going to try to produce oil to make up for that lipid barrier that you've broken down, and then your skin is going to be compromised.
Man, so all this time I was thinking like, oh, if my skin is really clean, then it will absorb the products, but now you're saying that it can be too clean to even do that.
I know, and that sounds really counterintuitive, because the cleaner the better. Anything just seems like that would be best, but it's really the harsh astringent cleanser. So by you know, putting your if you have a day where you're wearing heavy makeup, like today, you know, you're like going to be on camera, so you're wearing makeup. If you do like a wipe down for your eye makeup and all that, and then you do a regular gentle cleanser, that's not too much. You know, but if you're using what I call a treatment cleanser, which has like salicylic or glycolic or microbeads in it every single day, and then you're using a toner or using alcohol to really strip everything because you want to feel clean, that's breaking down that lipid barrier that we don't want to do.
Got it.
So using a gentle cleanser every day is fine. And even if, you know, what we call a double cleanse, if you have dry skin or sensitive skin, you don't want to double cleanse, because that's going to irritate. But somebody, in your case, that you need to get that makeup off first and then do another cleanse, that's not going to hurt you. You know, you just got to pay attention to your skin. And do what's, you know, if you need help, that's what medical professionals are for, to say, hey, this is my skin, what should I be doing? That's what we're here for.
Got it. With that being said, if you're in Austin, come check out my girl, Alicia, Synergy Plastic Surgery. I might come back and get some boobs, but just kidding. As usual, make sure you're subscribed. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions for Alicia, leave them down below. We'll be back some more with more of these types of videos, skincare. You guys know I'm obsessed with skincare. Give me a thumbs up and we'll see you next time.